Hey kiddos, it's Tanglewood Sue. Welcome replay viewers. Welcome YouTube viewers. Welcome TikTok viewers. Welcome Facebook viewers. We don't care about Instagram. Y'all, it's been such an exciting week or weekend. Somehow one of my posts caught fire, and it's just so funny because my follower count, and thank you for that so much, you guys, went up like astronomically on all of my channels except Instagram. It's just like, why won't you love me? Why won't you love me? But it's okay. I'm over it. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Sue. Diane. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so today we're experimenting. But honestly, the real experiment is going to be, can we do this live on 2 cameras and everybody staying plugged in and not blowing over, and so you can see what I'm doing? Fingers crossed, okay? It's gonna be something. That's what I can promise you. It's gonna be something. So, to recap, goodness gracious, when I left you last, we were working on the piece of art that is our inspiration for this desk. And when I left you, we were doing some really cool layered stencils and some effects. And I said to you, if you recall, I was live on TikTok and on Facebook. If you guys are just jumping in or jumping out and you're like, I want to see the whole thing, but not now, all the replays of all my lives do live on YouTube, okay? So just let you know. I set that up myself. I said during the live, I don't know what comes over me when I press stop on the live, but sometimes I get like this divine inspiration to either completely undo what we've just done or completely change what we've done. So here's what I did. When we left, it was blue and green. And I posted an apology. At the last minute, as I turned off the camera, this was all blues and greens, kind of a yellowy background, and we had just created a base layer. Oh boy, you're shaking. All right, I've got my stuff weighted down with cans of paint, so we will see how this goes. It will either hold or we will have paint all over the sidewalk, which will not be something new, unfortunately. So what I did, you guys, and I'm kind of excited about this because I just like this as is. I hope you do too. If you don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me. You can zip it. Okay. But what I did, all right, we're outside and I live in a train town. So it's gonna get a little noisy because the trains go by. My apologies. But anyway, what we did is we did all the stenciling and the rolling. And then once I turned off the live and I cleaned up, you guys, I cleaned up the whole studio, everything was done. I needed to go meet my family in about 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden it hit me. What if? Y'all, I can't control the what ifs. It's my saying, it's my mantra, it's my everything, but I can't control it because I looked at it and I went, what if I just poured the Daydream Apothecary neons, which this whole piece is Daydream Apothecary paint. I'm just sticking to one paint line for one project, but I'm using every single color in the crayon box. What if I just put one color and then I just squeegeed it off? And it looked so good. So I did another color, and then I did another color, and then that's where we ended up. So this is kind of the look that I'm thinking for this desk. And I know what you guys are gonna say. I know you. You know me, I know you. Wait, that looks nothing like it. I know, trust the process. All right, so I'm gonna put this away. Is everybody seeing it? Hey, Betty. Hey, Ashley. Oh, I'm so glad you like that effect. And welcome, everybody. Please share. Please share with your friends who like to walk on the wild side a little bit. I always appreciate that very much. Okay, so I'm gonna tilt this up and I'm gonna hope that I do not knock you guys over. let's fingers crossed. I think I'm gonna slide it. A couple things I learned, I'll tell you as we go, is I did take off the back. A lot of you were like, Sue, I see you pouring paint all over this wood surface. Isn't that gonna warp? And my answer to you is, yeah, it did a little bit. That's why we're switching things around. But that's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. I want to test the boundaries to see, will it warp? And I think it warped because it was old plywood. I don't think it would warp on this furniture, but yes, that is why I took off the back, and I'm gonna have a new back cut because that one was falling apart anyway, even after all that Bondo. But we learned how to use Bondo, and we sniffed the Bondo. Okay, then I also learned to put some tape down on the sides. Those drips were wicked cool, but not what I was going for. So I'm gonna tilt this up, and I'm gonna tell you what I did, and then we're gonna do it again, okay? We're gonna do it together. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. I have a story to tell you too about people being unwilling to experiment. All right, let's see, with me, which is no big surprise. Okay, so the way I move pieces like these when I'm outside is I just do like a little crab walk. So, oh wait, I want to show you this side first. Okay, so because my rollers wouldn't work here at all. So let me see if I can get you a little more situated. Can you guys kind of see that? I want you to see the back though. So let's crab walk it back a little bit. I think that's gonna work better. I really need a full outdoor studio, like set up, because I love working outdoors, and this kind of requires outdoor, except for the noise, like huge trucks. Two iPhone 12s. Okay, can you guys see all right? I hope so. All right, what I want to show you that I did was I ended up doing the same thing I did on the video you guys saw, and the live we already saw, but I used less water, and I ended up using my shop vac because we didn't want to leave the paint on too long so that it could warp. You feel me? So, hold on, start featuring. All right, whatever, Mark, I'm featuring. I think Facebook I'm featuring. Okay, so let me see if I can tilt this back a little bit so you guys can kind of see. There we go. Look at me. So I've got this ready to go. We've got the different colors, and I just mushed them around, and being outside, warm day, kind of windy, these are optimum conditions. This is Daydream Apothecary paint. It's clay-based, like DIY paint. Not quite as clay, but it dries fast, so that's also why I'm doing it. And this is based definitely still off of the paint pour dresser I'm gonna do. At some point in time, I do wanna do a full straight paint pour where you guys can see all the cells. This is a little bit more of a blown out pour because I wanna layer it up with the graffiti. So I know this might be a little overwhelming, too much going on. All I want you to remember is Daydream Apothecary paint. Yes, I sell it. Go to my website, and we're gonna work with a lot of layers, just a lot of layers. And you know what, you guys? You don't have to do what I do. God help you. You don't have to do what I do. I'm just showing you a lot of different techniques, and you can pull one of them. You can take one of them away, or even just the idea of salvaging furniture. That's all I'm here to do. I'm just here to inspire, maybe have some ideas pop in your head, like when you see me do something and you're like, hold on, wait a minute, I want to do that, right? All right, so this is what we're gonna do today, right here. So I'm gonna be painting here, so I'm gonna tape this up. I think it'll be easier if I do it while it's lying down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let me see if you guys have any questions, and then we're gonna lie it down, and then the next part's gonna go kind of fast. Hey, Scotty, I hope you're feeling good, darling. Next item. Melissa just got her decoupage paper from me. Melissa, you're probably gonna beat me because I haven't found a piece to use my own decoupage paper on yet, and I've gotten a little sidetracked. So this was a mishap of me not putting anything down for the drips. Is this the most beautiful mishap? I love it. I love it. I'm not keeping it. Don't tell me to keep it because I can't. It's just too messy. But I swear, if I plan for this effect, I think it's cool because it's not just drips. It like went perfectly across. So having them go perfectly across on a horizontal piece was super cool. But unfortunately, the bottom wasn't really prepped well enough. But let's remember this. Let's remember this one. Okay, let me see, next item. Any questions, any questions, any questions? I'm seeing a lot of people. Oh, Sue, you caught me live. Yes, I'm on here. I'm trying to go, so I always go live at 5 on Facebook, and then it cross posts after the live is done. It'll cross post over to YouTube. And when I can, I'm also going live on TikTok. All right, so I always attempt not to injure myself online, even though I know it would make good television. And don't worry about the other side I just painted, it's already dry. Okay? So don't stress. Uh-oh, I don't know what that was. Okay. And having the back off is helping me. All right, I'm not far enough your way. I gotta crab walk to you a little bit more. I'm gonna hit the sidewalk. Okay. You know what? Someday, when I'm famous, I'm gonna have a production crew. Don't you think? Like, I'll have a whole production crew here, and they're gonna like be, oh, Tanglewood Sue. Don't you worry about that. We're gonna move that piece of furniture for you. You just do your thing. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. We're gonna get there, right? Hello, Junk Gypsy. We're gonna manifest that. We're gonna manifest that like crazy. All right, so I've got this bag we used last time, and I'm noticing that I'm tilting this way. So I got my knee pad. We don't want to be tilting too much. That should do it. That should do it. I'm gonna control the floor. The only reason that I'm taping this stuff right now, I'm reusing it. I don't wanna waste more. The only reason that I'm doing that on this side too, if I can, is I don't want the paint to go inside of these drawers. If it does, I'll just scrape it off. It's not the end of the world, but I'd rather it didn't. Don't worry, this is gonna get very fun. Even if this part's not that fun, because prep work is not that fun. But I wanna show you what I'm doing to even get here. I think that's important. So I called a company today to ask about a product that they sold, and I wanted to find out if they had, this is frog tape, and y'all know I hate frog tape. I'm trying to get rid of it. But let's hope it sticks well enough for even this, because I don't think this stuff works at all. I don't think frog tape is gonna sponsor my posts. I'd have to destroy all the evidence of me going off on how bad frog tape is, I guess, in order to be a sponsored, to have them sponsor me. But anyway, I called this company because I want to use one of their products. I'm not gonna mention the company. But I called them because I was like, hey, I wanted to know if you had an affiliate link. And the guy's like, what's an affiliate link? And I was like, it must really hurt down there. And he said, where? And I said, under that rock. No, I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't say that. But I was kind of like, I understand your average Joe not knowing what an affiliate link is, but not a company that sells creative products. Like, come on now. Come on. It's about damn time. Okay, so anyway, I explained what an affiliate link look was, and I gotta say, you guys, his tone completely changed. He did not want to talk to me anymore, and I'm like, damn, I already blew it. But anyway, I said, look, I want to use this product, and this is how I want to use it. And he was like, it won't work. And I said, well, I've seen it work, and I think I can make it work, and I'd like to try. I mean, even if it doesn't work, that's okay. That's my page, right? That's my page. Even if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. So, who cares? But we're gonna have fun. And then at the end, I'm gonna be able to tell you, hey, you know what, that guy was right, it didn't work. But he was so adamant, it's not gonna work. And I said, well, okay, what if you blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, that would mean you'd have to blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, well, I could blah, blah, blah. And y'all, I know this is infuriating, but every single idea I had, he shot down. And this guy sells creative products. So when I do this, I will tell you the full story, but I could tell he was just like, every time he was like, is that all? And then I would say, actually, no. What about? He wanted to get off the phone so bad, and I don't get that, you guys. I would think if you sell a creative product and someone calls up and says, I would like to try it doing this. I don't care if it works, but I think it'd be fun to try. And I want to make a video about it and show people, because in case it does work, I want an affiliate link because everybody's going to want to buy this product. He was not interested. Anyway, that's how it rolls sometimes. I can understand a bunch of people like scrolling my feed and not being interested or not thinking it'll work. Believe me, I got the message, you guys. But somebody who's in a creative field selling a creative product, I think if I developed a product, I would want 18 million creatives saying, I figured out that I can use it as shampoo. Oh my God, really? Like, I don't know if I'd go that far, but I just think that would be really exciting. I'm sorry, I'm not answering comments because I'm outside and I've got my my polarized glasses on, and so I can't really see. Oh, thank you. I actually just caught a glimpse because I just made my TikTok of it in the back. And it did look kind of nice, doesn't it? It does look kind of nice. I kind of like it. All right, let's do this. We're using Daydream Apothecary paint. I already prepped for you. I've mixed a little bit of water. The first time I did it, I mixed too much water. The effect was super cool. Go back and watch the video, but that ship has sailed. We're done with that look because it required too much water. What worked on my canvases didn't work on the furniture. That's why we're testing. So now I did it. So we are using the Neons collection and the Coastal collection. Okay, and we're mixing those two together. That is what I used on the paint poured little dresser. Wait, hold on, where is it? Let me show it to you. I'm coming. I know, dead air. Please don't let me fall. All right, so this was our inspiration. This is our inspiration piece. And I am still gonna do a piece like this because I think that this would be really cool, but it's gonna take a lot of prep and I'm gonna need a second person. Because I can't do this one by myself because you're gonna need to kind of lift it and move it and do all of that. But these are the Daydream paints that I use. Isn't that pretty? Hello, Natasha. I'm gonna meet you next week. I'm going up to Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going somewhere next Thursday, right? Or is it the Thursday after? It's a Thursday. I remembered it's a Thursday. Oh yeah, this is a music box. All right, enough stalling. So I've already mixed everything. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start pouring. Don't freak out. It's gonna look bad before it looks good, okay? So you're gonna be okay. Everybody's gonna be okay. All right, so I don't know which color's in which container. I'm not too worried about it, okay? So we're just gonna pour it out. You can go a little thicker if you want than what I'm doing. I think it'll work, but I've decided in order not to warp the wood, I think it's better to go in multiple light layers. All right, I can see that I'm tilted this way a little bit, so this is why I grab a bunch of, it doesn't really matter if it's tilted, but I'm gonna tilt that up a little bit there, see if I can get it. It just gives me more time to play if it's not already mixing without me. All right, and I love mixing up Soulful of Sunshine with all the blues. It makes me so happy because it gives it this like neon green that is so fun. All right, let's see what other colors I have here. All right, we got a little bit of that. There we go. I will link, as I always do, TikTok. If you're following my posts, you will see that I have TikTok shopping. So after the 500th person asked me how to buy the paint in my TikTok, I'm hoping that eventually people will realize that the links are there. They're on the video. I love you guys, but they're on the video. They're on the video. All right, I like to add a little bit of white. So we're just making a big old mess. Isn't that fun? Isn't it fun? That's why I do this, you guys. Because basically, it's just fun making messes. That's Hemingway. All right, I'm still tilting, but that's okay. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna put a little bit more Soulful Sunshine, then we're gonna go. And, excuse me. It might feel like I'm wasting paint. I'm really not. I'm really not, because this is pretty watered down. And it's all going onto my pretty, it's all going onto my pretty tapestry here. Okay, now, secret sauce. I think I got all my colors. Did I get them all? I feel like, oh no, I don't think I got this one. Okay, there we go. So we got them all on there. Here's magic. My shop vac, okay? I can't lift this up and move this all around, so watch. Full coverage. Okay. At this point, I don't want any of the white showing. And I don't want to mix the colors too much because I don't want it to be muddy. So that's why I've watered them down a little bit. So at this point, I'm gonna move you closer. It looks kind of like a giant tie-dye. You see, I still see the lines through it. Don't worry. We're gonna do another coat and then those will disappear. I didn't worry about re-priming it. That just seemed like a waste of my life to re-prime it. It was hard enough priming it in the first place. There we go. I wanna just tilt down. So basically right now, it's just like a giant tie-dye, which is kind of cool. I mean, if you want some Grateful Dead furniture, why not? But basically, what I'm doing right now is tying my shoe so I don't hurt myself. Natasha, if you're still there, I have to find somewhere to go shopping because you guys, I'm teaching at the Daydream conference in a little over a month. And I woke up in the middle of last night and went, I have no clothes, none. Not even to just wear on an airplane to get to the conference, because people will just not understand this. And you know, why would they? So anyway, this is drying really fast. Let me see if you have any questions. And that's why I did it that way. So it's super dry, super fast. The sun keeps messing up your view. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think that's better now. I think it's not, I think when I get in there, I kind of blow it out. So hopefully you guys can see it okay. It's not the sun. I think it's, I'm using a really old iPhone so that I can stream on 2 iPhones at the same time. Everything's covered in paint. I know, Natasha, what am I gonna do? And I don't know where to shop. You guys, the only place I've shopped for the last 10 years is Marshall's or Ross, because I know it's gonna get covered in paint. But I started like actually clicking on TikTok ads last night for cute little boho tops, because I'm like, oh my God, I have to look. Natasha, I mean, you do want me to kind of look like a grown-up, right? When I get there, I mean, people are paying lots of money. They're paying lots of money to see. Well, if they're coming to see me, the people who sign up for my class, they know better. They know better. But I still want to look like a grown-up. All right, so this is almost dry, which means actually we might be able to do the second coat. Do y'all want me to keep going? Do you guys want to see the second coat? I'm sorry you guys couldn't see. All right, can you see now? I've only shopped in Marshall's, and I'm like, I don't want to shop in Marshall's. I want to actually like go buy some clothes. But if I buy them, I'm gonna have to hide them from myself and not let myself wear them when I'm painting. All right, here we go. Basically, this is like my own, there goes my, oh, I'm a litter bug. This is like my heat gun. It's just evaporating the paint really fast, so it doesn't have time to warp the wood. And it also makes really cool patterns. Unfortunately, it's about 5:30. I might get my heat gun out here. All right, let's give that a minute. Because it's clay-based, it does dry super fast. It does dry super fast. Facebook, I'm putting all the paints I'm using up on the screen for you. TikTok, if you can't see what's happening, just remember, either watch the shorts or just go over to my YouTube channel at Tanglewood Sue, because the Facebook feed will post there and it might be a better camera. I'm just grabbing my heat gun. So you might be wondering, so what are we doing next, Sue? So what happens now? What I want to do, the whole point of what I'm doing right here is just getting my base layer. Just getting color over color over color. I don't know if you could see on the first half, I actually used my embossing roller. So on this next coat, I want you to see it because I used my embossing roller, which gave it even more texture. And then my idea is that we'll do exactly what we did, excuse me. We'll do exactly what we did with the painting. And that's do some fun stencils and rollers. And again, I don't know why I feel like I have to defend this, but I don't expect everybody who follows me to go take your furniture apart and put it in your backyard and paint pour it and then graffiti it. We're just here to have fun. It may work out, it may not. It may be amazing, but I mostly just want you to play. I want you to play. God, there's so many people out here today. So I don't think we're gonna be able, kiddos, to do the next coat. I think we're gonna have to do that. It's just not drying fast enough right now because the sun's gone down and the wind stopped. But basically, I'm gonna do another coat just like that, just like I did, maybe a little bit thicker with the white. And then I'm gonna take my emboss roller, and I just showed this in the TikTok I just posted right before this live, and I just rolled it over. If you guys wanna go check that out, it'll show up on Facebook Reels probably by the end of the day. It'll show up, I just don't know when it goes where, but you'll be able to see it. And I rolled it through and I rolled it through, which gave it the texture. And then the next step is to flip her over. And y'all, this is gonna be the hardest part. Are we gonna be able to do it on the drawers without completely destroying the drawers? I'm gonna have to do some serious taping. I was even thinking of buying a pool noodle to kind of stop the drawers from leaking. I'm not sure I'm gonna do this, but why did I paint the back? Oh, on the other piece, I painted the back to test this. And what I learned from painting the back, the question was, why did I paint the back? I'm assuming you meant the back of the piece. I really like how that turned out. It's very kind of ethereal, but it used so much water that it did warp the back a little bit more than I wanted, and so I kind of learned the hard way. I also think it was already in kind of dire straits, so, but I didn't help it. I basically helped it to its demise. But if you've noticed, on many of my makeovers, like the green embossed desk I just finished, I like to test the idea of the piece either on a canvas. I usually will test it on a canvas, and then test it on the back of the piece itself. So we're testing it on fabric, on canvas, to see if it works. Then I want to see if it works on wood. And then once I kind of got a feeling of how I want it to look, we're gonna go finish the whole piece. I hope that answers your question. Okay, hold on, I'm just looking to see if there's any more questions, kiddos. Oh, sure, yo, you're welcome, no problem. All right, any more questions? I'm looking through. Hey, Devlin. Yes, I wouldn't say I paint for a living. I would say I make messes for a living. Anyway, so I'm gonna tilt this back up once it's dry, put it aside. I'm not sure how much I'll get done, but Thursday, here's where I hope we are on Thursday. I will film doing the front and such. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go live and do the front. I'm gonna have to move around way too much and completely ignore you while I'm doing it. And I'll probably have to scream a few times and cry. Again, maybe I should go live. But then we'll get that, and then we'll start rolling on the stencils, okay? Just so y'all know, this piece is gonna be pink and orange. Did I make that clear? We already did green. We did the ocean, and we just did that green and black piece. We're back to the hot pinks. We're back to the hot pinks and oranges, but this is my base layer. So my hot pinks and oranges, let me show you one last time before we say goodbye. So that they pop, pop, pop. That's the idea. Okay, here's our inspiration. All right, you guys. Oh my God, I have so much to clean up. It is a hot mess out here. But thank you so much for joining me. Tag me if you have any other follow-up questions. Either just tag me on a TikTok post. You know, the best place to leave me comments is actually, I have an app now, YouTube Studio. If you leave, so the problem, I'm sorry, I'm gonna vent for a second. The problem with Facebook and with TikTok is that I can search comments and I can see them come up, but they're all mixed up. Okay, unless I go to the video. Anyway, if I search on YouTube Studio, like each new comment comes up and I can answer it. Boom, answer, answer. Whereas on Facebook and TikTok, it gets crazy. Like the comments are all over the place and I can't always find them. And then like 5 days later, I see that I completely missed a really good question. So I apologize. You can also tag me in your question, and that way it pops up a little easier. I hope that helps. All right, Betty, thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Bye, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Let me see if I can get there. There we go. Bye, kiddos.